The following may contain offensive language, adult humor, and or content that some viewers may find offensive. The views and opinions expressed by any one speaker does not explicitly or necessarily reflect or represent those of Mark Radulich or W2M Network. Please listen with caution, or don't listen at all. Yo ho, Lord Helmet. We are back. We're in the studio. We are Sessions, and we are Legion. What's going on, Jesse?
Mark Radulich, my goodness. We are going to have some fun tonight.
I hear you're a secret agent, man. Secret agent, man. He's got an artificial intelligence agent, man.
It took me a while. It was announced that it was supposed to be released Monday. And I know we'll talk a little bit more about what this is, but let's just say I was chomping at the bit waiting for this thing to actually drop to where I can use it. While I was watching everybody else on Twitter talk about what they could do with ChatGPT agent. And finally on Thursday, I got access to it. And as soon as I got off work, my goodness, I had to immediately put the one use case that I knew, the one thing that I knew that I wanted to try with this thing right to work. And damn, I was impressed.
There are two things I wish ChatGPT could do for me. And if it could do these things, my life would be infinitely better.
Okay.
One of those things would be if I record the TikToks and store them with the artwork I want to use, it would post them at a specific time, create the, and do all the editing for me, like create the overlay for the art, click the captions button, use the filter to make me warm and inviting, not this pale,
not me,
not this pale visage of death, looming death. And then create the hashtags and the ats, at W2M Network, like I normally do, or if you're on it, at source material. If we could do all those things so that I wouldn't have to do them anymore, that would be great. That's actually a time saver. Like, it doesn't take me that long to post TikToks, but I have to post a TikTok, then I post the same TikTok to Reels, which then automatically goes over to the Reels on Instagram. But then I have to do a third one for YouTube Shorts. And if it could do all of that for me, that I don't have to do it anymore, all I have to do is recite the script and, act it out, as it were. And then it's stored and it's good to go. That would be great. The other thing I wish it could do for me, and this is ethically questionable, but I feel like my heart's in the right place. Jesse, do you know what it's like to be a therapist? You kind of do, because you've had to listen to me babble, insanely, or you had to listen to our friends go into business for themselves. Long, verbose stretches of inane circular talking, and you just have to sit there silently and absorb it, get it all over you, drink it in, as it were.
I have a feeling that, I also do that a lot in my work life.
Sure. What if, and hear me out on this, what if you, as a employee of the state of Ohio on unemployment, and me as a therapist with an unnamed private company, what if we could create an AI agent that looks exactly like us, so that we're on camera, maybe even in a telehealth setting, and we could just let it sit there and absorb and react. Mostly just absorb, because the persistently, like, not the patients that actually interact with me and want help, but the ones that are utilizing a 53-minute therapy session to just word vomit at a human face for 53 minutes straight, unless I stop them. just like they're not even looking at the camera half the time.
Right, dude.
But when they do look up, they want to see a human face.
Yep. Yep.
Presumably mine, because that's who they started with. And if I could just create an AI generated face for them to talk to so that I could get up, do exercise, go for a walk, take out the garbage, deal with home team pest control, that would be fantastic. Can the Chat GPT agent do that?
Oh, we might be a little ways off for that.
Oh, God damn it.
Just a little ways.
I never get anything I want.
Although, I mean, I've seen some people know how to work some other things with Chat GPT agent. I am definitely not well versed in how to get things to like the concept that you're talking about. Let's just talk about the TikTok thing that you're talking about for a second.
Yeah.
That really is
a more realistic one.
Yeah, right. I mean, I fully expect here within the next 5 years, you're going to be able to make a AI version of your face and voice, no problems. I mean, voice is already there. They can deep fake you on just about anything. It's just a little too cost prohibitive right now.
Well, to be less facetious and more realistic about it, I'm sure there's things I can do that would do what it is I'm asking. It would be clunky and I would be found out almost immediately.
Right. You ever seen have you seen the one guy that was like doing a job interview and he had like Chat GPT right down there in front of him, and the person would ask a question, he would take it off of mute so Chat GPT could hear the question or whatever he would do. So Chat GPT could hear the question that the interviewer was asking him, and then he would mute it immediately as it provided an answer, and he would read that answer. And then the interviewer's like, "Let me see your screen immediately, right now." And he's like, "Oh, okay." Well, he had it all running through his phone, which was right down below. So it was real. He was using that. But I've also seen like there was a company that got scammed out of like millions of dollars, and their, one of their security measures was to have that person on the screen and to say a few things or whatever. They were able to deep fake a CEO and just have the words match the mouth. I saw a video where
imagine with the amount of content we put out on the Radulich and Broadcasting Network, the how easy it would be to deepfake any one of us.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why anyone would.
No, nobody would. But I mean, my mom, if my mom got a call from me, she would immediately think it was me if she could hear my voice and if she saw my face.
Right.
It's scary because you really the people that are going to, the fraudsters are going to go for the ones that are very. I just talked about my wife getting scammed. I don't think I talked about it on here, but she got scammed and lost her email. Yeah, we didn't lose any money, thank goodness, but they hacked her email and they hacked her Facebook. This was about a month or so ago. And, that wasn't a situation where somebody was, imitating, using AI to imitate anybody. However, it was just somebody sending a message to somebody else saying, hey, this was somebody who had hacked her friend's account, pretended to be her friend, asked her to do a couple things. And next thing you know, Mindy's asking me for something, a text that comes to her. And I should have stopped right there, but I didn't.
And I should have stopped it when I had the chance.
Oh my gosh. And I immediately was like, who are you giving this to? And then right after that, all sorts of shit hit the fan. But the thing is that let's just say it was your friend and you're like, okay, do me a favor, call me. Well, that isn't going to be the secure option much longer, because that person, if they've done their research, and that person's a public figure or whatever, or just fucking does TikTok or whatever, they can grab that person's voice and make 11 Labs can do a quick voice clone. I mean, with a very limited amount of data and amount of voice. So it's all scary. It's not going to be. The one thing that I've always heard is that right now, cybersecurity is a job to get into. And I remember I think Ronnie is in the middle of doing something or was doing something for that. And I'm hearing more and more that is the career to get into, because there is going to be a lot of especially with ChatGPT agent. We're talking about that. They've actually come out. OpenAI came out and said, this is a high risk thing. So if you guys
Yeah.
use this, be aware because it could be bad.
So I have a TikTok that I did about Amazon cutting white collar jobs and replacing it with AI, and it's got almost 80,000 views. It's like the best TikTok I've ever done.
Wow.
It's still getting comments today. This was weeks ago. It was like when I really first started doing the face forward TikTok.
People are starting to pay attention that shit is around the corner.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a lot of talk about we're entering the fourth age. This is going to be the age of mass unemployment. There's going to be a lot of depopulation, things like that. And I don't want to go into the doomsaying stuff right this second. Though that is a high topic of conversation.
Oh yeah.
And it revolves around, technology replacing humans. But the thing that came up most often as almost like a counter to the we're all going to be unemployed and we're going to be the Wally world. Wally, WAAL-E.
Right.
Yeah, but fat
not National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah, no, not Wally World. We're gonna be the fat asses in in the chairs with the screens in front of us, just floating around like Professor X. And the one counter to that was no artificial intelligence will ever be naturally intuitive to the point that it's 100% trustworthy. You're gonna need human safeguards.
You're gonna need it, but then look at humanity itself and tell me if they're going to. Most people aren't going to want to do that. They should.
I mean, look, we're not quite at the Star Trek universe yet, and I don't mean by like spacefarer. I mean where currency is no longer a thing.
Right.
We don't have infinite resources, and money is still going to be a thing for the foreseeable future. And so people are going to need to do something to make money unless, it's going to be all just printed by the government. We're all going to get a basic income.
UBI.
And it's all going to be printed money, in which case it'll be $100 for a dozen eggs. I don't know if you've heard of a thing called inflation.
Right. I beg you to listen to some post-labor economics from David Shapiro. I haven't listened to everything that he's put out here, but he is actually doing a lot of recent video content on post-labor economics. And I mean, he is actually on the forefront of that because he's starting to get phone calls from people that are high up because they know that this is something that they're going to have to start considering. But yeah, man, I mean, he is obviously talking about UBI. And the one thing that I remember him talking about,
by the way, an idea that has been around since the 60s.
Yeah, I remember you saying that this has been something that's been floating around for a while.
Your Uncle Milton Friedman, was already talking about this years ago, and we are so married to the idea of a human's value is measured in the work they create,
and the work that they do, right?
Yeah,
right.
That the idea of why don't we just give people money and let them pursue their heart's desires? Are some of them are going to be lazy and smoke crack? Absolutely. They're lazy and smoke crack now. Like the fact that they have to go out and rip fucking copper, piping out of houses really makes that big a deal to you? Okie dokie.
Yeah.
but let me tell you what my day would be like if I didn't have to do my day job.
Okay.
The amount of exercise and art that I would be involved in on a day-to-day basis. Do you know how angry I get that I don't have time to finish Fra Diavolo? I am 9 of 12 tracks.
Right. And just let me focus a little bit. I want to get the rest of these done.
I have not had extra time to work on it. I have divorce papers sitting on my desk I have to fill out. I haven't done that either because I don't have any time. Guess where I am right now? I'm talking to some fucker in Ohio about AI.
All right, dude.
And making an entire other album of fake music.
Right. Well, now you've only got yourself to blame, Mark Radulich. Yeah. Yeah, you'd have all that time. Mark talks AI or GBI. Yeah.
Yes.
Great British Income. Is that what that is? I don't know.
I think
UBI maybe.
General Basic Income, I think is.
There we go.
Okay. Stands for.
All right.
So tell me about like this whole ChatGPT agent, because I got an alert about it, but I didn't do anything with it because I don't have fucking time.
Oh, my heart, Mark.
So when you were asking me about it, I'm like, I might have access to it. I don't know. I don't have time to play with these things.
You have no idea the restraint where I was wanting to ask you to do something for me because I didn't have access to it. But I was like, nope, I'll wait. I ain't gonna bother this man.
For 9 hours, I'm chained to a desk listening to persistently mentally ill people yammer about nothing.
So the easiest way, and again, I've only used it a couple times. The easiest way to kind of describe how a ChatGPT agent works is you give it a task, and that task is executed by a virtual computer on OpenAI's end. So the task that I had it do is I said, okay, I want you to go to this specific link. And the link was to a comic book that is on the internet. We'll just put it that way. And I want you to look at every page that is of this comic book, and I want you to summarize each page narratively, and then move to the next page and go on. Now, what I did first was I actually went to ChatGPT and I said, hey, here's what I want to do. Create me a prompt for this. And I told it what I wanted it to do. Then ChatGPT created a prompt for me. I took that prompt and used it. It was actually kind of brilliant. It said, step 1, look at the page and summarize. Step 2, okay, go to the next page. Step 3, repeat 1 and 2. I was like, holy shit, that's brilliant. I never even thought to even put that in there. So ChatGPT figured that out for me. So it goes in there, and I gave it the specific link for the comic. And you may have used this website before. I don't know, but essentially you see one page of the comic, and there's a little green arrow at the top, and you hit the next button, look at the next page.
I've used that.
It opened up a virtual desktop, and I watched it do this. The little mouse went up, hit the next arrow. What do I need to do next? Oh, it started me down at the bottom of the page. I need to scroll up. So it would scroll up, and it would read the page, summarize it. And then it would tell you the next step. What do I need to do? I need to go and find the next page. So you watch the cursor go up and hit the next arrow. And I mean, it did this for 30 minutes. I got it. For some reason, it missed the last page. I noticed it was stuttering when I came back downstairs. It was trying to get to the last page. It got there eventually, but it didn't summarize it. I don't know why it didn't, but I know it got to the last page.
Right.
And you would think that with a comic book, it would be tough for a large language model to kind of keep track of characters, because this was a Godzilla comic, Godzilla #1 from 2025, just released not too long ago. Essentially, there is a team of people that are going to be fighting Godzilla. So this thing has to deal with the fact that they're
Godzilla kills the Marvel universe, some shit.
No, this is something. It might be from. I can't remember who it's from. I didn't look at the publisher, but I can tell you no Marvel characters are in this thing. Okay. I don't know anybody that's on this team, but this team has like 4 or 5 members in it. There's this one guy who has this awesome power they're going to use against Godzilla, whatever. It kept track of all those characters and what they were doing, and every page was an accurate summary of what I wanted to see. I did nothing but give it the prompt, tell it where to go, and it did everything else for me in 30 minutes.
Wow.
So I then have a page-by-page summary of what happens, which is really, nobody else is going to use this case unless they're using it for content like I am, because when I do my podcast,
I would love to have a ChatGPT agent like trade stocks for me or short stocks.
Go on Twitter, dude. You can find all sorts of people that are doing that right now. They're using ChatGPT agent to do that, and they have a whole method, because you can get very intricate with the prompts. You can tell it to look at this and do that, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. But yeah, I mean, it accurately summarized what was going on. I think there were 1 or 2 instances where it mixed up a character doing a specific action because it couldn't figure it out. But that wasn't the game. I mean, that didn't break the game. I can easily go in there and just copy paste that person's name to the correct one.
This all seems like it's really laying down the skeleton that's eventually going to be, because right now it's like disparate things, but I think we are quickly getting to the point where we're going to have like live-in robots just doing all kinds of things for us. Maintaining the home, but both physically and metaphysically. It's like your robot companion is going to, and I swear to God, I'm not making a sex joke, is going to be managing your house, but also doing things like trading stocks, looking for investments, scanning things online, providing entertainment, here, because it'll be able to throw images to a screen, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be like, here, I know, and it's going to be, the problem with this is that your robot companion is going to do so many things for you. You're not going to think. It's going to anticipate your mood, your desires, your tendencies, your patterns, Erica. Your I'm sorry. She's not even watching, but I needed to make my dig. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be wandering around the house going, no big deal, and the robot's gonna be like, oh, you're referencing an obscure after-school movie that you couldn't remember the name of. Here's the movie for you. Oh, look, they're playing dodgeball. Oh, his nose.
Oh.
No big deal. Still can't find what the fuck that is, by the way. But the robot will find it. The robot.
I was going to say, you may be able to prompt GPT agent to do that for you. I mean, just be like, okay, I know you tried it already with Chat GPT, like deep research, maybe, or didn't you say you prompted trying to figure it out and it threw a bunch of things at you? And
yeah, both Erica and I today were on our Chat GPTs. By the way, really funny thing happened with, and I can't get into like the specifics, but she might even be watching now. But so I named my Chat GPT Fancy. She named hers Henry. Tells you a lot about both of us. Okay. And I said something about her, and I was like, I've noticed a pattern. She's like, it's not a pattern. I'm like, it is a pattern. And then we forgot the actual argument we were having and just discussed the semantics of the word pattern. So I went to Fancy and I explained to Fancy what the argument was over and my use of the word pattern, and was I or was I not correct in the uses of
Please
the word
tell
pattern.
me she went to hers immediately
after.
Yes.
We had dueling Chat GPTs going. This is the new dueling banjos.
Oh, dude.
That's what it was. And my other favorite thing is people on TikTok taking two screens, two Chat GPT apps and having the voice conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And they're doing it to each other.
Yep.
So it's two Chat GPT voice conversations having a conversation with each other.
Yep. That's fun. That's a lot of fun.
I don't understand why we're here anymore, Jesse.
Well, that's the thing, dude. When you look at next time you sit down and you look at some comments, like on a post, start to think about the people that are starting to figure out, oh, I need to use Chat GPT to structure a good argument here.
Yeah.
And they're going to post whatever Chat GPT. I think somebody might have done that in our chat lately, but I'm telling you that that's what's going to be happening is people's just going to rely on their robotic helper to word what they want.
I've gotten angry or impatient with somebody and just started using Chat GPT to respond to them.
Well, you and me, I think you told us that on a previous podcast.
Well, no, it used to be, I was, this was more of like, I don't know how to respond to this. Tell me how to respond to this, and I'll reshape it in my own words. Okay. That's what I used to do. I've devolved into respond to my mother. I didn't give it more of an exact prompt, Jesse. I just said talk to my mom. I don't want to. Take me out of this. Yeah, I was just like, my mother said this, respond.
That's good stuff. And then you probably laid out a nice structured argument or whatever response.
I don't even think I read it. It could have
copy
its
paste.
Response could have been fuck you, and I would not have noticed.
Yes, here you go, Mom. Why did you say this? Wait. I did know.
I was hacked.
Perfect.
It was a pattern.
That's perfect.
Hey, you want to talk about music now?
I do. As a matter of fact, we've even got innovations happening on the Suno side of things since we last talked, which is great.
Yes. So tonight, this is a couple points of order. This podcast was not designed to go longer. It's going to, but we're going to take a really long break because there's other stuff I want to do with Jesse, and there's some Sunday nights I don't want to podcast. Believe it or not, I would like to watch Forbidden Door. Do you know why? Jesse? I want to watch.
What is Forbidden Door?
Forbidden Door is the joint New Japan AEW pay-per-view.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a game show or something.
No, would you like to see my Forbidden Door, Jesse? You cheeky boy, you.
Would you like what's behind the Forbidden Door?
So yeah, Forbidden Door is a yearly thing they do around this time, and it's the joint AEW New Japan pay-per-view. I really like it. It's really good matches, and I want to watch it this year. It's on a Sunday, so I don't want to do a show. I'd actually like to watch. But most Sundays, I have you here. but I don't. But I wanted to do other stuff with you. Like there's a couple of TV shows I wanted to watch with you and get your thoughts on that. I don't want to podcast on Fridays anymore. So a lot of the Friday stuff that I put on Friday for Pat, because Pat is not reliable. I threw it on Sundays. He shows. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But you got to sign those podcasts now. You are now Pat's replacement. Congratulations.
Okay.
You've been promoted.
Okay.
So I'm really only trying to do like Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays, and the occasional Wednesday. But I really got to cut back on that too. My point is, there's not a lot of room to do any more sessions, and they weren't really planned after this. So so after tonight, we're taking a break until next January. Next January, we'll start Radulich and Broadcasting Network, the album, Volume 2. Because we know there's more of this to do, and I like having this, chat session with you to talk AI, but there's other stuff I want to do in the meantime. So for the next couple of months, we're going to take off from this project, and we'll start back over again in January. So this is the last sessions for a little while. This is the last track. This is the finale track. This is our closer for what's going to now be Radulich and Broadcasting Network, the album, Volume 1. And it's a joke that started because Jesse started out as a fan. Many of the people I podcast with started out as just fans of what I was doing at the time, Long Road to Ruin, Metal Hammer of Doom. And he noticed some patterns, Jesse. There were patterns. There were running gags. There were constant references and things said on these shows across platform. Things like I would reference The Wire, or someone would say, like you do. So he came up with a bingo card of running gags and jokes and references constantly being made on various Radulich and Broadcasting Network podcasts. And the bingo card has evolved over. This is Andrew Graham, by the way.
Yes.
Super fan. Was just on our Bear show. Does a lot of the war stuff. Has been on the West Wing podcasts. And he made the Radulich and Broadcasting Network bingo card. So I thought it would be a fun way to end the first volume of Radulich and Broadcasting Network podcast, the album, with Radulich and Broadcasting Network bingo, set to or inspired by Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire."
Oh yeah.
"We Didn't Start the Fire" is a song, as I said, written by Billy Joel. The song was released as a single in September 18th, 1989, and later released as part of Joel's album Stormfront on October 17th, 1989. A list song, its fast-paced lyrics include a series of brief references, 100 to 119 significant political, cultural, scientific, and sporting events between 1949, the year of Joel's birth, and 1989. This has since been covered and updated by Fall Out Boy. So That's what we're talking about tonight. That's what we're doing.
All right.
You got any thoughts on before we get into making the song? Have you got any thoughts about? By the way, I have a prompt. I did my homework, and I actually had ChatGPT write me a prompt. It wrote the lyrics, which I've already sent you, but I also said write me a prompt to put into Suno to help with the style, because we kind of just do it off the top of my head. Yeah. And this time around, I wanted to be more prepared with an AI prompt that would get us close to mirroring the style of "We Didn't Start the Fire" without me having to piece it together by reading what the styles and genres were in the Wikipedia for the song, which is what I've done before. Mm-hmm. So anyway, your thoughts on the Radulich and Broadcasting Network bingo card?
Oh, my goodness. What a great idea. I mean, really, if we could print these out, they would be so much fun to do, and give them to our listeners. It just or get create some kind of random. There's probably some kind of code that we could create in ChatGPT to do this, but create a random bingo card every time somebody wants to play during an episode. There are so many. I didn't get a chance to look at everything, but I remember what we looked at a while back, if I remember correctly. We both took a look at it, and there's some really good stuff on there. A lot of iconic repeats that happen on this network all the time.
I think I can actually put this on screen.
Oh, do that.
No, it won't let me.
Okay, don't do that. Where's it at?
Hang on, let me try this one more time.
Okay.
Don't touch me now.
No. Step back.
Okay. So, present. Share screen.
Here it comes.
Here it comes. Oh, here it comes, baby.
Oh, shit.
Right in your forbidden door. There it is.
Zoom in a little bit there. So I notice I do not have my glasses on, and that is because I left them upstairs.
Better?
Much better.
Okay.
Wrestling reference. Yeah, go. We got to do these. Okay, let's go across.
So yeah, I have it on my screen. So going across, wrestling reference every fucking podcast. That's right, an easy one.
So yeah, you're gonna get that square up
reference
there.
To the Synergy era. Lizard Brain Executive. That's almost every damn you Hollywood. Metal or hip hop reference.
Sure.
Yeah. So Loki. So Dave Wright is, he comes on when he likes. He's like Snoop Dogg. He comes on when he wants to, and he disappears. And he fucks off. He doesn't really interact with anyone. But Dave is a very funny fellow, and Dave doesn't always have a lot of patience for our brothers and sisters that are a part of this network. And the So Loki thing was actually on a Loki podcast where Robert kept going off on tangents, and David kept trying to bring us back because he just wants to talk about the fucking show. And so he was like, "So Loki." And I thought that was so funny. I made it. Hang on. I can tell you exactly what I did. I did this. I did this right here.
So Loki.
So good. That's so good.
It's quality. All right, going eye across. Someone wears a costume on the show. That's a relatively recent thing.
Yeah. That is our buddy Dorian that usually does that, right?
Dorian, Mick, Shay. They were the ones.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Cosplay. Yeah.
Right.
Something about AI taking over Hollywood. That's a relatively recent development. Pat goes full Cornette.
Gosh.
I was wondering why Jim Cornette was on the graphic tonight. Now I understand why.
Oh, that's great.
The Wire reference. We did a whole song about that.
Yes, indeed.
Something about 1970s filmmaking. That's a dig at me.
Okay. All right.
Robert goes into business for himself during a plot synopsis. Let me tell you, the amount of messages I've gotten from people, girlfriends, friends, ex-wives, children, all saying the same thing. Please tell Robert 20 minutes to do a plot synopsis is too long. It's too long. Kills the podcast dead, it does. And I'm like, I can't control him.
Let him go.
At this point, I'm down to shaming him for it.
Well, he's on the bingo card.
Yeah, he's on the bingo card.
There, it is now a Radulich and broadcasting expected moment.
Yes, like you do.
Oh my goodness. I heard that a lot.
Yes, the free space and impromptu scheduling production. I mean, that's an old thing. I don't do that as much anymore. But I took over entire source materials to do scheduling. If you remember.
I do remember.
I feel like you're traumatized now.
I've got a whole calendar of traumatization you can look at.
True. The bomb sound during Damn You Hollywood. My favorite memory of this is my son saying, I won't listen to your podcast when I'm sleeping anymore because you'll play the bomb sound and I can't go back to sleep.
What's the bomb sound again?
I've gotten rid of it because it apparently triggered a copyright.
Nice.
I've had to get rid of the bomb.
I'm sure I've heard it. It's probably been a really long time.
In recent years, it was the plane crashing.
Okay,
but
all right.
But back in the day, actual bomb sound. Mark Bratz or kink shame someone. Well, you can speak to that one personally for 45 minutes.
Yep.
It's a very triggering podcast.
It's me. It's JESSE.
Yes. But it also refers to the time I brat shamed Alexis. It was the Doctor Strange one where she had said she tried to make a big deal about her family having heart disease or whatever, and she takes that shit seriously. And I made her repeat herself, and she didn't know what I was going to do. So she was just like, my whole family has heart disease. We all have high blood pressure issues. It's a very scary thing. And I played the sad trombone.
Oh, jeez.
and I broke the podcast. I had to slam I couldn't stop laughing. And we fucking killed Alexis. Alexis was like, you could see the white flag come up.
Oh man!
Referring to a filmmaker as being autistic, boy, that's every show now.
My goodness, this one! I just heard this one last podcast. I swear.
He said, "Father." He calls me father. That's a recent invention, though. That's only been the last 2 or 3 years.
All right.
Someone irrationally hates an actor. That's only Robert. Like, there's no other person who irrationally hates actors for no good reason, like Eddie Redmayne or Miles Teller. That is all Robert. By the way, the Miles Teller thing aggravated every girl I've ever dated.
Oh,
Like,
really?
And enough of them have heard me do podcasts that they all have reacted to his irrational hatred of Miles Teller. This is a Bailey one. Big guns.
Big guns.
Yeah, that triggers me. Fucking the group chat. More dinosaurs. Another one that we made a whole song about.
Yep.
Someone refers to this bingo card. Mark goes to a concert. I just talked about that at the last Metal Hammer of Doom. Unpaid intern. That's an old joke.
Yeah.
That was because a couple of things had happened where we predicted it on the podcast and then it came true. And I'm like, this must be an unpaid intern listening in on our shows.
Yep.
And we just never stop talking about it. And a Canadian points out Canadian.
Oh, that is awesome.
God bless the Canadians. All right, Jesse, you're in charge now. What are we doing first?
Oh, well, okay. So I got your lyrics pulled up here.
Yes, sir.
We're going to give it a shot here. I did a little finagling with your name because we know sometimes Suno has a little problem pronouncing your last name.
Sure.
So I've kind of phonetically spelled it out, so maybe it won't give us a problem. I was just kind of
Radulich and broccoli bingo.
I'll tell Seth tomorrow that you referenced Radulich and what do you call it? You used to call it radishes and broccoli, right? He's gonna love that. Yes, it is Radulich, and I spelled it Raduhlitch. So we should be able to get it to say it right.
Okay.
Do you see? I mean, I assume you looked over these lyrics, or do you want to look them over one more time before we throw them into the box?
Okay, you didn't change anything else, right?
No, I didn't. All right. Touch anything.
Look, it wouldn't be a sentence unless I sang the fucking song. So
right.
All right, hang on.
Me.
All right,
got the inhaler going. All right.
I got albuterol in my lungs. Here we go. Wrestling rant, synergy, lizard brain execs on screen. Robert deep dives every plot, says it's fine, you know it's not. Metal drop, Loki joke, useful idiot gets poked. Costumes on the live stream. Mark plugs these shows mid-read. Radulich broadcasting bingo. We hit every square in a podcast air. Radulich broadcast bingo. We talk, we shout till the whole thing's out. Bomb drop, Braxton King, Redmayne hate, don't even blink like you do in Cornette snap. Scheduling fight, we all relapse. AI takes the movie biz. Kids say something smarter than this. He said father line appears. Some interns unpaid for years.
Yes.
Radulich broadcasting bingo. Mark wraps the show, then 10 minutes more.
Oh, there we go.
Radulich broadcasting bingo. Tangent train, we derail the lore. Guar, torture, prostitute, TikTok rant in a business suit. The hot frosty makes the list.
The hot frosty makes the list.
Okay, let me stop for a second and say, I told it, I had it scan the bingo card, but then I said, hey, you know how I've uploaded like scripts for months now? And he was like, yeah, like you kind of remember all the scripts I've done. Like you more or less get like what we do here, right? Like I do. Great. Everything you know about every podcast I've ever done goes in this song. It was like, okay, how long do you want it, boss? Guar, Torshark, prostitute, TikTok rant in a business suit. The hot frosty makes the list. Something in the plot got missed. Jesse left. brat-taming Alexis. Melissa shows up. What? Okay. So there's another version of this where I say take Melissa out, I think. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I left it in. I probably left it in. Melissa shows up. What a mess. Autistic filmmaker line. You know we're dancing on that line.
Okay.
You don't need this in your life. God, that's a Robert line. Not a take, more like a knife. Disney with the overhead. Everything they feared, we said. Not a film, it's just a pitch. Indie flicks with zero stitch. Robert sighs, the art gets red. Mark just wants to go to bed. Radulich broadcasting bingo. We hit all the beats and chaotic beats. Radulich broadcasting bingo. You still here? Then grab yourself a square. Here we go. Synergy, Wire Drop, Brats Again Can't Make It Stop, Bomb Sound, Podcast Rage, We'll Be Here Till Medicare Age, Lizard Brain, Metal Score, Unpaid Intern, What's One More, Canadian Calls It Out, This Is What the Show's About, Radulich, Bingo!
All right. Bingo, baby.
Bingo.
All right.
Bingo, bango,
You want to change
bongo.
anything before we set this in stone?
Give me a yay or nay on Melissa in there.
Well, it's not going to happen again, so it probably, at least I wouldn't expect.
Mm-hmm.
So that's up to you. It's just
we can change. We can change the lyrics, so I would be more comfortable changing Melissa to just ex-wife.
Okay, all right. I mean,
she doesn't need her name in the goddamn song.
Okay, is your ex-wife going to be showing up at any point?
During the podcast? Like in your fucking house? Like just hit you with a rolling pin? Like what are you asking me?
Ex-wife.
She's in Georgia, I'm sure, like three fingers into wine at this point.
Oh, all right then. All right. And we got ex-wife shows up. What a mess. Autistic. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Well,
I mean, that is a thing that used to happen back when I lived in that house.
It definitely did.
She's been on a few podcasts. She was on at least one or two Downton Abbey shows. She was on Twilight. She was on what's the BDSM love story trilogy of movies?
Oh goodness,
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, I was gonna say Teasley was involved in that too, wasn't he?
No, no. Me and her. But like she's been like we did back in the oldie times. We did a Metal Hammer of Doom, called it the Washboard, called it the Country Jubilation.
Right.
Yeah, we reviewed the one time Sister Hazel did a country album. So like I don't mind putting her in the song. She's been a part of this network as much as any other person.
Okay.
Robert or you, who are like integral. But I don't need to call her out by name.
Okay, that sounds good to me. All right, I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to talk a little bit about, just real quick, kind of talk about what dropped with Suno here. So kind of bear with me. Let me figure out what I need to do. Share screen.
I haven't played, so with Fra Diavolo, I have been playing a lot with the magic prompt.
Oh, it works so nice.
Yeah,
I love it. So 4.5 plus.
While you're doing that, I'm going to, in Facebook Messenger, I'm going to send you the prompt that it made me.
Oh, yeah, I need that. So, yeah, 4.5 plus released. Oh, my goodness. I want to say it was about a couple weeks ago. And it's interesting that, we're going 4.5. Now we're at 4.5 plus. So we don't want to get to just 5 yet, even though really what they supposedly had done with 4.5. Let me see if we've got the what's new. And I could read some of this stuff.
Tell the people. I gotta pee.
All right, he's going to pee. I'll read this to you guys. 4.5. This was May 1st. We already talked about that. But 4.5 plus gives you a new level of creative control. There were some creative sliders that were added. There was oh my goodness, where are we at here? I'm trying to find there we go. We had vocals and instrumentals that you could do with. I haven't played with that yet. I want to. There is better, there's a way to inspire tracks. So let's just say you create an album and you're like, well, I'd like to add another song to that album. You can take that album of like 5 or 6 songs or whatever and use it to inspire and create a new one that sounds like something that would go on that album. Now, I tried it once or twice, specifically with my, oh my goodness, what was it? I used my, I think it was my Weather Channel one. I also have one that's just like mall music, and I used that to inspire a track. And it was strange because the track sounded almost exactly like one of the tracks that was on there. So it's in beta, obviously. It's something that, they're still kind of working on, but I love the concept of it. I love the concept of giving it your album and saying, hey, create me a track that would fit on this album. And it doesn't. Mark was talking about maybe doing something with personas. And I just started messing with that, which is kind of neat, where you can create a persona. This has been around for a while, but with 4.5 plus, it's gotten a lot better. If you have a song and you have a vocalist that sounds great, and you want to create another song with a vocalist that sounds great, then you can use that persona. That leads me to the band that we were talking about, Mark, that got over 1 million listens on Spotify. That is completely AI. Excuse me. It has now over 1 million listeners. I ought to bring up Spotify and let's look at that real quick. It's called The Velvet Sundown. And let's just see how many listeners that they have. Because we were talking, I don't remember crash out on me here. Did we? My computer is having fits, Mark.
Whatever it is you're doing, stop, because you broke up really bad.
I know. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Please don't do whatever it was you just did.
I opened up Spotify.
Here,
and that was a mistake.
Let me help you. We don't need to put it on screen.
Okay.
I can just tell you where in the world Carmen Sandiego is.
Okay. Do me a favor. Tell me where in the world. Yes.
The Velvet Sundown. Okay. Dust on the Wind has 2 million listens. Over
2 million listens.
Drift just Beyond the Flame, 800 over 800,000. The Wind Still Knows Our Name, 510,000. As Silence Falls, 434,000. End the Pain, 436,000.
Can you go and look and see how many listeners the band has?
1,474,485 monthly listens.
Oh my gosh, dude. Give me that top track one more time. What was it? 2 million something?
2,107,632.
All right. So my understanding is not too long ago, Spotify's paying out 0.002. So whatever that is, 0.2 cents. So,
they have a new album called Paper Sun Rebellion.
It was probably created 10 minutes after they did that first one.
That's got all 34 minutes long, 13 songs, and it looks like the most listens of any of these is about 64,000.
Okay. Well, our largest track there, it garnered about $4,200 for the 2 million listens of complete AI. And I have a feeling it was probably created by Suno. I don't know if it was worked on afterwards. I haven't looked any further, but at first it was kind of a mystery. Like people didn't know if Velvet Sundown was AI or not, but then you start to look at the pictures and you're like, how in the hell can it not be? Because when you start to look at pictures of the band, you start putting things together that, this is definitely AI.
There are 3 albums total.
Yeah.
Floating on Echo seems to be their most popular. Paper Sun Rebellion and Dust and Silence, not as much.
Well, I mean, it clearly got help with the virality of the news covering what was going on. So it actually says it on here. The Velvet Sundown is a synthetic music project guided by human creative direction and composed, voiced, and visualized with the support of artificial intelligence. This isn't a trick; it's a mirror, an ongoing artist provocation. Okay.
Stop yelling at us.
That's probably been updated recently. Because I remember people were trying to figure out if it was real or not. I watched a guy actually break the song down, one of the most popular song down into stems, which is interesting because essentially you can vocals, drums, guitars. And then he had a real neat way of like saying, well, here there was something that the stem breaker found that was just titled Other. And I guess there was a lot of artifacts, and that's something that can identify, if a song is AI or not. Anyway, yeah, it's not like AI music is not unlistenable.
Right.
Cue,
Unlistenable.
there it is. So it's, it's out there. It's starting to become more frequent. As a matter of fact, today, Suno unveiled their radio. So there is a radio that you can listen to. They just put this option on the desktop, on the internet, and I actually listen to it for most of my workday. Now, I just real quick before we get into this, you're working on your album.
Yep.
And, obviously we're going to plug that at the end, but have you found you've been listening to your own songs a little bit more or anything like that?
Funny thing happened about a week or two ago. And so my girlfriend usually like either spends the night or stays really late. There was a night that she left, and she's been doing it more lately, so I've gotten more used to it. But when she did this, I was really having a struggle sleeping. So I generally I'll usually like do a little bit of scrolling on my phone, and then I'm so tired I like pass out, or I watch a TV show. Like if I gotta like Catch the Bear or Black Mirror because we're reviewing it, I'll watch TV at night and then go to sleep. This particular night I couldn't get to sleep, so I just laid in the bed listening to Fra Diablo. I have almost every track, especially the ones I was really excited about, I sent to Jonas. I was like, listen to this now. Very proud of what I created.
Dude, my favorite thing is, and Caleb's done this quite a few times. Mongo has done this quite a few times. So he gets in the car and I've got an AI song playing, and earlier this week he gets in the car and I had like one of my creations going, and he thought it was a legitimate song. Like he looked at me and he goes, "This is not AI." I said, "Yeah, it is, dude. 4.5 plus has gone off the rails. It can sound so authentic."
So two things. One, there are definitely some songs that you and I have created where my kids are like, they don't remember that it's an AI song. And so like Pencil in My Eye, they both love.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They'll actually find themselves singing it to themselves.
That is great.
The other really funny thing is sometimes when I'm dropping them off at their mom's, this is more during the school year, but when I was dropping them off at their mother's, we would just be in the car, and I usually have like a podcast on, and both my kids, hooray for Hollywood, where less is always more. And they sing the song now. They sing the damn you Hollywood theme.
So, you got to think about how you're shaping your kids and our parents weren't doing this shit unless our parents were songwriters or something like that. This wasn't happening with our parents.
I don't know. My father would stand at the top of the stairs and, in his very bellicose voice, just sing, very
nonsense.
Show tunes. No show tunes, and scare the piss out of my friends. But definitely shaped my view of things. And might I add to that, Rainmaker!
Nice, real nice.
Yeah.
So they, I think that kids nowadays it's going to be so much different when they grow up, just based off of what we're having here.
Going back to what we were talking about before, like where are we going with the world? So much of like entertainment content is going to be like curated and AI created.
Yeah. Personal creations that you can enjoy yourself.
You make it, then you watch it, which is what you're kind of saying about like the Suno stuff. Is when was the last time you listened to a traditional album? When was the last time you listened to your own stuff? I'll tell you, I've listened to more of my own stuff than I have for any traditional album. Dude. Like if it wasn't for the fact that we review an album once a month, I don't know if I'd listen to any new music. I
went to the grocery store today on the way there and on the way back. I just filtered my liked songs on Suno and I played them. And I mean, it's probably like, I don't know, a 15-minute trip to the grocery store and 15-minute back. And, I listened to like 5 or 6 of my own songs and I was having a good time. It's all personal stuff now. It's like,
exercise in cultural masturbation this is turning out to me. But I'll tell you, there's a reason why we masturbate, because it's fun and we enjoy it and it feels good. So.
Yeah, that's right, baby. All right, let's get to making some music here.
Or I will keep making masturbation references.
Yeah, I need to move forward.
and back and forward and back.
Oh no. I don't know if I shared my audio, so I might have to stop sharing real quick and then share again because I want to make sure that I am sharing my entire screen along with my audio. We're going to pick that. We're going to pick
10-minute intro took an hour.
An hour?
We're at an hour.
Well, here's the thing. Suno is getting so good, it's going to probably take 2 takes. We're going to be like, okay, cut, print, let's go. End of the album, baby.
Fucking Radulich and Broadcasting Bingo Part 2. Jesse takes 3 days to talk about AI.
All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sharing my screen there. Mark, if you bring me up there, buddy.
Yes, sir.
We are going to create... Did you send me that prompt? You sure did. Let me grab it.
In your Facebook Messenger.
Okay. All right. Now, I know there is and I cannot go and talk about Billy Joel in the prompt, and I can't be talking about We Didn't Start the Fire.
No.
Well, hey, it's not me. It's Suno. I wish Suno would let me. But I can do... Let's take this.
I can't tell. I don't remember if I sent it to you in the prompt. Does it mention that it's a list song?
A list song in the prompt? Let me see.
Yeah.
Fast-paced driving piano.
Because this line from the wiki really does need to be included. A list song, its fast-paced lyrics includes a series of brief references.
Okay. Let's go ahead. We'll put something in here. I'm just going to copy this over real quick, and we'll edit it in the style thingy. And did it get everything in there?
Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Winchell, Joe DiMaggio.
Create a full-length vocal. We'll just put list right here. List song using the provided lyrics, styled musically. We're not going to put any of that in there. Okay. All right. We're just going to take that out. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Music should feature. So we'll take that out. The music should feature a fast-paced driving piano, snappy, punchy drums with energetic fills, rhythm guitar, steady rhythmic flow, the anthemic chorus that lifts dramatically but stays tight. Vocal delivery should be spoken, sung in rhythmic bursts with clear phrasing and slight grit or urgency in the tone. Style the vocals for a male baritone or mid-range rock voice, sharp and wry in tone. And we'll just take that out. We'll do
Billy
this.
Joel, motherfucker.
We'll put...
So, how about sung in a Long Island accent?
I'm curious. We could try just to put that in there and see what happens.
Please do.
Okay. Think Long Island accent.
I feel like Billy Joel is from Long Island. I know, he's huge. He's
okay.
No, he's born in the Bronx, but close enough. Wait. No, I should read the whole sentence. Billy Joel was born in the Bronx in New York City, but he grew up in Hicksville.
What?
He's
No
amateur
way.
night in Hicksville.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. He actually named one of his albums after a part of Long Island, Cold Spring Harbor.
There you go.
Their fucking volleyball gym, their gym has looks like a goddamn dome stadium.
Really?
I think it's Cold Spring Harbor. I might be remembering the wrong school, but I remember we played volleyball in a school in Suffolk County, and normally you had to be very aware that you couldn't bump it too high. You'd hit the ceiling. Not at Cold Spring Harbor. Holy cow. You bump a ball, and if it hits the ceiling, it's also going to hit the plane.
Oh, man. All right. Here we go. It looks like we've got everything in here. I might just go ahead real quick and put some parentheses over these. Verse 1. And then we got the metal drops. Okay, we take the chorus. We'll put a little bracket around that. Make it look a little nice. And verse 2, same thing. Boom. Boom. Chorus. Boom. Boom. Bridge. Boom. Boom. Verse 3. Boom. Boom. Chorus. And There it is. Okay, so we got the style in there. I don't know if you've messed with any of these yet. The sliders.
I have not. No, I have not.
I will say that I took the slider for weirdness up to 100%.
Yeah.
And it was just utter gibberish. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it was just like the AI grabbed, like, it almost sounded like surgical meth machine was, had a baby. Right, sure. It was pretty scary. All right, Radulich in broadcasting. Whoop. Bingo. Okay, there it is. Let's generate, see what we get. We are at 4.5 plus.
It's always so very exciting.
Oh, yes. As you can see, and then I'm creating an album of the books, inspired by the books, I should say. So it's going to be fun. All right, here it is. First track. Let's see what we get. Ooh, what are you thinking? So right off the bat here, just with the
I'm not loving it, but let it play.
All right, here we go.
Wrestling rant, synergy, lizard brain, execs on screen, Robert deep.
Not a lot of spoken there.
No,
it's more
singing.
It's more sung.
It's singing, and this sounds like Devo.
Dives every plot, says it's fine, it's not.
By the way, with 4.5 plus, one of the biggest things, but biggest improvements is the vocals sound like they have some soul, or maybe they sound very, very authentic. All right, I'm letting it play. I won't stop anymore.
Metal drop, low-key joke, useful idiot gets poked, costumes on the live stream feed, marked plugs 3 shows mid-red, Radulich in broadcasting, bingo, we hit every square in a podcast air, Radulich in broadcasting, bingo. Talk, we shout till the whole thing's out.
It's trying too hard.
I want to change like the vocals to rap.
Okay.
Just to see if it's more
also
spoken.
Needs a lot more piano.
A lot more piano. Do we have? We had piano in the thing, didn't we? Driving piano.
Yeah.
It's there. You want me to magic prompt this, or definitely leave it as is and try a couple more times?
Well, let's hear the second one, maybe another prompt, and then I'll see where we are.
All right, let's see what we got here. Okay.
Wrestling rant, synergy, lizard brain, execs on screen, Robert deep dives.
Got it.
Okay. This sounds like Dear Evan Hansen.
Okay. Let's take our style influence and ratchet it up just a little bit.
I also need you to add a line in there, like, this should have a sense of anxiety to it.
Okay.
Have you ever heard Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire?
Yeah.
He sounds like his pants are on fire. He's trying to get out a last message before the missile hits. Like he's scrambling to write down everything that's happened up to that point for future generations to preserve.
Yeah.
It needs that level of urgency.
All right, let's try this. Vocals. Let's do style. Let's just do anxiety-filled.
Yeah.
Spoken vocals by a male baritone.
Should not sound like Dear Evan Hansen.
I do have a way of excluding styles. I can't name bands, though.
Exclude stage musical.
I could do that.
Please.
Stage musical. Okay.
Good God.
All right. Let's try her again. Let's see what we get. I ratcheted up the style influence, which means it should adhere to the style prompt a little bit more. So let's see what we get. Here we go. First one.
Wrestling rants, synergy, lizard brain, sex on screen. Robert deep dives every plot, says it's fine, you know it's not. Metal drop, Loki joke, costume idiot gets poked. Costumes on the live stream feed, Mark plugs 3 shows, mid-red. Radulich broadcasting bingo. We hit every square in a podcast era. Radulich broadcasting bingo. We talk, we shout, till the whole thing's out.
That's closer.
This has got promise. It's our. I don't like that it's mispronounced a couple things though.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got in the next one here.
Wrestling rant, synergy, lizard brain, execs on screen. Robert deep dives every plot, says it's fine, you know it's not. Metal drop, Loki joke, use the idiot gets poked. Costumes on the live stream feed, Mark plugs 3 shows, mid-red.
Mid-red, you fucking thing. What are you thinking? You want to?
I like it so far.
Okay, all right. Let's continue.
Radulich broadcasting bingo. We hit every square in a podcast there. Radulich broadcasting bingo. We talk, we shout, till the whole thing's out. Bomb drop, brats and kink. Redmayne hate, don't even blink. Like you do when Cornette snaps, scheduling fight, we all relapse. AI takes the movie biz. Kids say something smarter than this. He said father line appears, some interns unpaid for years. Radulich broadcasting bingo. Mark wraps the show, then 10 minutes more. Radulich broadcasting bingo. Tangent train. We derail the lore. Quarter shark, prostitute, TikTok rant in a business suit. The hot frosty makes the list. Something in the plot got missed. Jesse's laugh, brat-taming Alexis. Ex-wife shows up, what a mess. Autistic, they'll collide. You know we're dancing on that line. You don't need this in your life. Not a take, more like a knife. Disney with the overhead, everything they feared we said. Not a film, it's just a pitch. Indie flicks with 0 stitch. Robert sighs, the art gets red. Mark just wants to go to bed. Radulich broadcasting bingo. We hit all the beats in chaotic beats. Radulich broadcasting bingo. You're still here, then grab yourself a square. Synergy, wide drop, rats again, can't make it stop. Bomb sounds, podcast rate. We'll be here till Medicare. Laser brain, metal score, unpaid intern, what's one more? Canadian calls it out. This is what the show's about.
Damn, hit that high note.
Radulich!
Bam!
Bingo!
There's nothing quite like having your name sung like that. Wow, there's one more to go.
No, it's done. That's it. Well, 2 seconds. That's it.
Oh, okay. The progress was far. Like there was more to go. Okay, delete the other 3. Keep that one, but let's see what happens when you mess with the style with the magic prompt and see what it does and see if we get something better. But right now, that's kind of a keeper.
Yeah, I like this. I think I'm going to try something here. Let's see what we got here. So this is the one we wanted to keep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's take this, and this, and we'll delete those.
Yeah.
And we are going to, well, maybe let's send them to the trash. Move them to the trash. Get them off of here. I'm going to take this. I'm going to do a cover. And we're going to, I think the style stays in there with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to take this because it's going to sound very similar to what we just had. I'm going to take this. I'm going to say piano driven rap lyrics. And then I'm going to magic prompt that. And
this is going to sound like the Wu-Tang Clan.
I cannot wait to hear what it sounds like. All right, here we go. Let's remix this son of a gun and just see what we get. Now, it should sound similar to what we just heard. Hopefully, the vocals, what I'm shooting here for is obviously the vocals would be a little bit more snappy and spoken, because that's kind of what rap is. And we'll obviously we wanted more piano in this. There was a little bit in that last one, but not it's nothing like Billy Joel. So let's see what we get here. Here we go. First one. No. Nope. Okay, that's a failure. I do not like the way that sounds. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to take and magic prompt this one. Let me delete these off of here. Move to the trash, baby. And then we're going to take this. We're going to grab that prompt that you let me get back in here real quick. Get that. And then yep, sure, that's what I wanted. Show me the summary. Or not. Show me the full style. Okay. We'll grab this. And we are going to take this and we're going to remix, edit, use style and lyrics. And that should take us back here. And there's everything. And we're going to, you said magic. We're going to pretty much put this in here. We're taking that off of there. I don't know why that's in there because I tried to take that. And we're magic prompting here. Here it comes. Oh, a tight, high-energy, late 80s rock pop track anchored by rapid percussive piano arpeggios.
Take late 80s out of there.
Okay.
That's why it's sounding like Devo is because it's trying to do new wave.
It also has some, so as we get further here, snappy drums with splashy fills propel the rhythm, joined by crisp rhythm guitar and sparkling synth stabs. Let's take that out because we don't have synths going in Billy Joel songs, do we?
No.
All right, that's going out.
It needs like for the chorus. So if you'll remember in the reading Start the Fire, the chorus is done choir style.
Okay. All right. It does say chorus bursts upward with layered backing vocals, tighter drums, and brighter guitar. elevating the hook while arrangements razor sharp and concise. So what did you say it was again? Say it one more time. You said it was done
the chorus is done almost like by choir. We didn't start the fire. Like he's got backing vocals on that.
Well, then, okay, it does say upward with layered backing vocals. What we're going to do here, though, is we're going to put chorus. Okay, I need to do this over here. We're going to put something in the brackets here. We'll just do choir just to see if that helps out a little bit. And we'll do, that's the first one. Oh my gosh. Can you do me a favor and scroll where I want you to frickin' scroll?
Why don't you get your agent to do it?
Yeah. That would be fun. Me and you just sit back and watch it mess up the whole time.
Make us a song, monkey.
And there's that. It kind of like, I loved how at the end of what we just had, it dropped right into Billy Joel style, that type of stuff. Fade with chant is what was there.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. So maybe that's what we need to do is maybe chant is something we need to put in at the top of each verse.
Let's see how it is the way like chant the lyrics.
Yeah.
Okay.
For each verse. So kind of like verse 1, we'll put chant.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
it's gonna sound like the fucking
2.
Benedictine monks.
Yeah, just get ready. It might be pretty fucked up.
Got
a new Enigma song we're gonna drop for you guys. Back to tempo.
Who can't say where the road goes?
Wasn't expecting that. And
broadcasting Enigma.
Right.
We were dainty and pixie and flirty and pinky.
Flirty and pinky.
Flirty and pinky.
That's what I felt.
This is how most people would describe me.
Flirty, and he's a bit pinky. All right, here it is. Let's see what we get. Remix this son of a gun. And I love how quick this is too, man. It's just like, okay, here I'm thinking about a song, and boom, we're done.
Like the Fra Diavolo stuff didn't take me that long to do. I just have so little time that what time it did take was all I had.
Right. All right, first one.
Wrestling rant, synergy, lizard brain execs on the screen. Robert deep dives every plot, says it's fine, you know it's not. Metal drop, low-key joke, use-filled idiot that gets poked. Costumes on the live stream feed, Mark plugs 3 shows mid-range. Radulich in broadcasting bingo, we hit every square in a podcast deal.
Not much fire there, but all right.
Broadcasting bingo, we talk, we shout till the whole thing's out.
Oh, he says no. All right, then.
First of all, that sounds too much like fucking Fall Out Boy.
All right. Next up, here we go.
Wrestling rants energy, lizard brain execs on screen. Robert deep dives every plot, says it's fine, you know it's not. Metal drop, Loki joke, X-Real idiot gets poked. Costumes on the live stream feed, Mark plugs 3 shows mid-red. Radulich in broadcasting bingo, we hit every square in a podcast air. Radulich in broadcasting bingo, we talk, we shout till the whole thing's out.
What's your temperature?
It started off good, then it gets kind of shitty.
Then it gets kind of shitty. All right, where are you thinking it's getting shitty at?
It doesn't.
I mean, let's look at our.
It doesn't feel full to me.
Okay, all right.
And I kind of need it slowed down a hair.
I can slow things down if you want.
Here's the thing. Like, we didn't start the fire. Like, yes, here. Let me work with me here. Just
sure.
Like, let's just go with it. Okay.
Well, let's go with it.
I won't hurt you.
Take my hand.
Please.
Take off your clothes.
Where your clothes at? Listen to me carefully. Okay.
All right. All right.
Lean in. Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Wintle, Joe DiMaggio, Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker, Television, North Korea, South Korea, Marilyn Monroe.
Okay.
Rosenberg's H-Bomb, Sugar Ray, Panama, bleh, Brando, the King and I, Catcher in the Rye, Eisenhower, Vaccine, New Queen of Marciano, Liberace. Okay, I don't know that part. Hang on.
Start the fire.
Here's the thing. It's building up like slowly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me actually go to the song because that's just the list in like the references, but because it follows the actual lyrics of the song that closely. Hang on.
I'm gonna head to my fancy while you're at it. So keep going.
Okay. Let me try this one more time. Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray. Listen for like the tempo because that's important.
Okay. Well, I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to tell the machine this.
Well, you're the engineer, Jesse.
Okay.
Listen, I need you to film the wind. No. It's a line from Mad About You. Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Wintle, Joe DiMaggio, Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker, Television, North Korea, South Korea, Marilyn Monroe. See how it goes slow at the end?
Sure.
Right? Of that first verse. Rosenberg's H-Bomb, Sugar Ray, Panmunjom, Brando, the King and I, and the Catcher in the Rye, Eisenhower Vaccine, England's got a new queen, Marciano, Liberace, Santayana, goodbye. Da, 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 da. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I just don't know how I'm going to get.
Builds an intensity and anxiety as it, like, by the time he gets to like this, I
mean, we're screaming. I know that, you know, I
Hemingway, Eichmann, Stranger in a Strange Land, Dylan, Berlin, Vixen, like he's not, like, by the time we get to, hang on, like, at the very end, Wheel of Fortune, Sally Ride, Heavy Metal, Suicide, Foreign Deaths, Homeless Vets, like, he's fucking freaking out now.
Right.
Like,
oh my gosh.
Bernie gets. Rock and Roller Cola was, I can't take it anymore. You know, like, I mean, like, by the time we get to the end of that song, Billy Joel's ready to fucking kill himself.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
He's wearing a tinfoil hat talking about, listen up, you sinking maggots. It seems you just don't get it.
I get it. I see what you're saying.
So, like, the song needs to, like, reflect a rising tide of anxiety and urgency.
Right. Characters. All right. I'm asking what we got here.
Like, again, it's focusing so much on let's make it poppy, and I'm almost wondering if like pop rock's not really the right genre.
No, it definitely is not. Style prompt for a music,
like almost like piano rock would be better.
Let's just start naming things. Whoa. Let's just start naming things that kind of like what you were saying. So, all right. So we want, what did you say? Piano rock, or what was it?
Piano rock. Yes.
Piano rock.
Mm-hmm.
Anxiety driven lyrics. that build
to a crescendo by the end of the song.
By the end of the song,
almost like it's like a tinge of anger.
Okay.
Like Billy Joel's pissed by the end of that song.
Right.
Like, how did we let this happen? Everything was great in the 50s. And then we gave blacks the right to vote and women, and it all went bad. That's what Billy Joel's really saying.
Is that really what he's saying?
Was that not your interpretation?
Oh boy!
Somewhere out there, Billy Joel's people just like, hey, there's these two dorks on the podcast, like saying you're racist.
Oh
Billy
boy!
Joel's like 100. Like what? Doing what? A pod? What?
What? Okay. The lyrics should be spoken gradually increasing. How if it does this? This is not going to do this, but I mean, we can put it in here and we can see what happens. Is going to happen here. To a shout.
Okay. Also, stop covering the original. Just create something new.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because I think that's half the problem. Like I'm wondering if the other prompt would have worked if we just generated something new and not tried to remix the original.
Well, all I'm doing right now is I'm reusing the lyrics and what was the style. Of course, we're changing the style right now. I'm not covering it anymore, so it's not going to. Yeah, we only did that. We only tried that once.
Okay, it says remix,
all right,
though. It says remix on the button.
Well, that's what that. I mean, essentially, all we're doing, we're not touching anything else other than just copying lyrics and style. So it's not. It is not going. Even though it says remix, Mark, it's okay. It's all right. Just real quick to ask, did we have anything else we wanted to put here in the style? So we got piano rock, anxiety and anger-driven lyrics that build an intensity by the end of the song. The lyrics should be spoken gradually, increasing to a shout. Got anything else?
Well, I liked part of the original prompt that the Fancy made. A fast-paced driving piano line is the foundation. Snappy, punchy drums, rhythm guitar, and rhythm guitar. Leave the heavy rhythm guitar, but just leave it that way because that's where the late 80s pop rock thing came from, and I don't want that. Anthemic chorus that lifts dynamically but stays tight. And yeah, male baritone or mid-range rock voice.
All right.
For 2 hours, Mark and Jesse tried to recreate Billy Joel in the aggregate.
All right, here we go. Let's magic prompt this and see what we get. Okay. All right, sounds good. Let's make sure nothing's in here. Syncopated piano chords and a pulsing rhythm guitar undercurrent. Verses deliver spoken baritone vocals, intensifying as layers build. Distorted guitar and pounding drums join, surging to an explosive anthemic chorus with shouted delivery.
Yep, hit it.
Hit it, Darren. Here we go. Oh, and I am doing something here before we even fucking go further. I am going to change this to REED so it actually pronounces it correctly. Mid-read, not mid-read.
Got it.
Hit it, Darren.
Is that a thing we're doing now?
Hit it, Darren.
Hit it.
I wish I'd love for them to just change the button. You got your options up here. You've got cover, remix. Hit it, Darren.
Considering the amount of free publicity we give Suno.ai once a month, I think they should rename the button to Hit It, Darren.
Yeah, what the hell, guys? All right, our second one's done. Our first one's still generating. Let's just kind of take a listen to our second one here.
Wrestling rants energy. Lizard braiding sex on screen. Robert deep dives every plot. Says it's fine, you know it's not. Metal drop Loki joke. Use filming that gets poked. Costumes on the live stream feed. Mark plugs 3 shows mid-read. Broadcasting bingo. We hit every square in a podcast there. Radulich in broadcasting bingo. We talk, we shout till the whole thing's out. Bomb, drop, rats, and kink. Redmayne, hey, don't even blink. Like you're doing Cornette snaps. Scheduling fight, we all relapse. Hey, I take the movie biz. Kids say something smarter than this. He said by the line appears. Some interns unpaid for years. Radulich in broadcasting bingo. Mark wraps the show. Then 10 minutes more. Radulich in broadcasting bingo. Tangent train. We derail.
I didn't know he was going to drag that out.
Point to a shark, prostitute, TikTok wrapped in a business suit. The hot frosty makes the list. Something in the plot got missed. Jesse's left, brat-taming Alexis. Ex-wife shows up, what a mess. Autistic filmic line. You know we're dancing on that line. You don't need this in your life. Not a take more like a knife. Disney with the overhead. Everything they feared we said. Not a film, it's just a pitch. Indie flicks with zero stitch. Robert Zaziot gets red. Mark just wants to go to bed. Radulich in broadcasting bingo. We hit all the beats in chaotic feeds. Radulich in broadcasting bingo.
All right. What are your thoughts?
I need to hear the other one.
I want to try something here, though, real quick while we're listening to the next one. So one of the things that we can do is we can change the speed. I'm going to up the speed just a tiny bit. So we'll take it up to 1.5. We'll keep the pitch and we will remix it, which we were listening to this one. So I need to select. Let me clear this shit. Hold on. Clear that because it was gonna do the other one. Clear this, get that out of here. And then we'll do this. Remix edit and adjust speed. We're going to take it up to 1.5 and then I'm going to keep the pitch. I'm going to remix what we got there. And we'll listen to that here in a second. While we're doing that, let's listen to our second one. 4 minutes and 39 seconds. That's me playing the piano. Ooh, I kind of like this. I like how we're getting started. Let's hear these vocals.
Wrestling rant, synergy, lizard brain, sex on screen. Robert deep dives every plot. Says it's fine, you know it's not. Metal drop, low-key joke. You son of an idiot gets poked. Costumes on the live stream feed. Mark plugs 3 shows mid-read.
I love how they do this shit.
Radulich in broadcasting bingo. We hit every square.
Now I got what I wanted.
Yeah, sounding good.
Broadcasting bingo. We talk. brats and kink. Redmayne hate, don't even blink like you do when Cornette snaps. Scheduling fight, we all relapse. AI takes the movie biz. Kids say something smarter than this. He said father, line appears. Some interns unpaid for years. Radulich in broadcasting bingo. Mark wraps the show. Then 10 minutes more. Radulich in broadcasting bingo. Tangent train. We derail the lore. Core tour, shark prostitute. TikTok rant in a business suit. The hot frosty makes the list. Something in the plot got missed. Jesse's laugh, brat-taming Alexis. Ex-wife shows up, what a mess. Autistic filming a line. You know we're dancing on that line. You don't need this in your life. Not a take, more like a knife. Disney with the overhead. Everything they feared we said. Not a film, it's just a pitch. Indie flicks with zero stitch. Robert sighs, the art gets red. Mark just wants to go to bed. Radulich in broadcasting bingo. We hit all the beats in chaotic beats. Radulich in broadcasting bingo. You're still here. Then grab yourself a square. Synergy, wire drop, rats again can't make it stop. Bomb sound, podcast rage. We'll be here till Medicare age. Lizard brain, metal score, unpaid intern. What's one more? Canadian calls it out. This is what the show's about. Radulich. Bingo!
Boy, I really nailed it right there at the end.
I swear to God, Jesse, if the next one's not better than this, that's the one we're going with.
That was good. That
was fantastic.
That was
is
decent.
Perfect.
All right, so I sped up the one to 1.5 speed. Now, I really don't know how this is going to sound, but I kept the pitch. I've only done this a couple times, and I've had it work decently for a song. So, but it changed our 4-minute and 5-second song into something that's 2 minutes and 44 seconds long. So, if we're going to look at the speed as far as Billy Joel goes, as he's running through these things, this might represent that the best. So let's find out. Now, mind you, let's take a listen to the original just a little bit. This is gonna fucking fly.
Wrestling rants energy.
All right, so we got an idea. Here we go. 2 minutes and 44 seconds.
Wrestling rants energy. Lizard braiding sex on screen. Robert denies every plot. Says it's fine, you know it's not. Metal drop, Loki joke. Useful idiot gets poked. Costumes on the live stream feed. Mark plugs free shows mid-read.
Oh no!
Radulich.
I want to hear this.
Please make it stop.
All right. So, I mean, this one was solid. I liked it. I liked the 4-minute and 39-second version.
Yeah,
we could do a
that's the
reroll
one.
if you want. We're going with it. Okay. All right. I like it. it did a good job, especially towards the end. It actually kind of
Oh
started
yeah, it
sounding.
really hit that last that last verse.
Sped up, got anxiety filled. We got to get this shit out of here. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. All right, sweet. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Radulich and Broadcasting Bingo rounding out the album. Go ahead and show the album here. You can go find on the @Stiznarkey on Suno. Check out the Radulich and Broadcasting album filled with such hits as More Dinosaurs, Worthless Opinions, On Trial, Bad Man Sid, Damn You Hollywood Theme, Spend Your Christmas with Body Count, which made it on here, Way Down in the Wire, Pelennor Fields Forever, DYH 2024, Pencil in My Eye, The Chain of Custody.
Favorite. Yes.
The Chain of Custody, The Plugs That Pay Me, actually my favorite. Bitey the Shark Prostitute, Hit It Darren, and now we have Radulich and Broadcasting Bingo. That's going to be added here once I get the artwork put together, and anybody should be able to find this. I believe I made this public. Yeah, I did. Oops. Sorry. I made it link only. Now it's public. Yes, it is public. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Our first entry into Radulich and Broadcasting, the album. Such great.
So what are we going to do with this now? What are you planning to doing this? Because like this is in your Suno. I mean, you've sent me stuff and we've like put it on TikTok here and there, though I don't think you did for the last one. But what is the plan now with this album?
I don't know. I don't have plans other than to just let it see. I mean, I wasn't going to be. I mean, it's essentially public, so anybody we shared the link with should be able to find it. Plus, it can anybody who
people been listening to it.
I don't think. I've not gotten any comments or anything or likes on any of them. I mean, we would see likes over here. I think I don't see any likes, but it's out there. You know, you're thinking about doing some stuff with yours.
With Fra Diablo, yes.
Right. I published the Time to Eat album to SoundCloud, which I haven't checked on that in forever, but that's SoundCloud's a nice little place to put things. But I mean, I don't know if it gets any listens more than it would over here on Suno land. So it's done, and we could share the link. We can do whatever we want with it, really. But I haven't had any big grand plans with it. That's for sure. It's just a mark in history for me. So
put in my messenger the link to this album so I can listen to it on the ride to Orlando tomorrow.
Oh yes, I love that. That's a great idea.
Oh yeah, I have to listen to this whole thing. I think the next Metal Hammer of Doom Extra we should do like we did with Time to Eat. We should just like that's our segment. We should just listen to this album.
Listen to this album and listen. Well, you know, we went on a journey here. When you look at our first song, which I think was the intro we came up with, and we decided to do something with Mathcore. But you know, that was version 3.5. And it's going to sound, you can hear the sound change as this album goes on because of the new versions of Suno. June 30th of 2024. So it's a year in the making. We started
a little over a year. We started this. I've been through like 2 or 3 girlfriends since then.
29 plays. So I mean, it's got some plays. I'm sure that's probably me and you messing around there, but you know that it's there, and it's neat to see how the journey goes and the moments go. And you know what'll be fun is at some point later on down the line, you'll just come back and listen to this album again, and you'll be like, oh, I can remember, you know, talking to Jesse about doing this shit, and we were struggling on trying to get Billy Joel like to fucking sound right, you know. So it's fun to have the memories that the songs accompany.
Like I remember working on More Dinosaurs, and like Robert was actively participating and like reminding us that this was supposed to be MacArthur Park and all of that, or the Weird Al cover of MacArthur Park. Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark. Worthless Opinions is a really funny story because like Bailey and I were in an argument, and I think Bailey basically was just like, I no longer care about your opinions. Your opinions are worthless. Eat a bag of dicks. And I'm like, fantastic, Jesse, make that a pirate shanty.
Make a song. Yes.
And like 10 seconds later, you showed back up with Worthless Opinions.
I legitimately did that while I was taking a shit. That's hilarious.
That's awesome. You and Pete Steele. But what's also great about that is I've shown you the video for it, right?
I don't know if you did. You may have. I certainly don't remember.
The one with my kids.
Oh yes. I absolutely do remember that.
I legit shot a music video on my I plotted out the scenes. I shot all the footage. I edited it, and I made my first music video out of Worthless Opinions.
That is so good. Oh
Bad
man,
instead was us getting bored with a comic book review.
Right. We were like, let's just do it. Let's just make have Fancy do a Suno review of it, and it became a song.
Right. And then I wanted to get, and then I think because the original Damn You Hollywood theme, the original Hooray for Hollywood, kept getting us demonetized or something.
Right.
I just wanted to make a new one, but I also wanted to make a Damn You Hollywood song, which I played for Robert, and he was like, "Yeah, it's great, buddy." he could not have been less interested in
your fucking AI music.
Way Down on the Wire was fun. So Way Down on the Wire makes me laugh because one of my ex-girlfriends has listened to it, and she listened to that podcast, and she was like, "It's fun to hear you have sex with music." That was her takeaway from Way Down on the Wire.
We were trying to nail. I know we were trying to nail the sleazy sax with On Trial.
Yeah.
But we were also it's got to be gritty.
Way Down on the Wire was like very depressing blues.
Yep.
You know, which is so funny because it's a really silly song because essentially it's just about how many times I reference The Wire in a podcast. So it's just like, you know, it's like, my baby done left me. I watch The Sopranos. I can't find my remote control. I'm sitting on the couch. You know.
Oh yeah, that's good
that
stuff.
kind of thing. Pelennor Fields Forever, boy, what a journey that took us on. Look, that's one where I'd almost want to see if we could redo it to actually make it sound like the fucking Beatles, because that song started off one way, and because we couldn't get it right, but we found something that was just so pretty sounding, I went with it, but it is not what it was intended.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so DYH 2004, I'll let you tell the story.
Damn You Hollywood 2024. So this, I'd have to play it and listen to be reminded.
Hang on, let me help you. You took all the Damn You Hollywoods from 2024 and made a song out of it.
Oh, I did. This is
I don't remember your methodology. That's why I wanted
Joker, Folly, Ado.
I do. Dear childless cat lady, stop singing in the movies. Was so funny to me. I made it its own graphic.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, I can remember throwing all of them into Gemini, or not Gemini, but Google, whatever it is. Notebook LM. Thank you. And yeah, I was like, okay, I need a song, and it didn't fail. It came up with some really funny references.
You really need to do that again this year. That needs to be like your yearly contribution to the year review.
2025.
Besides doing my spreadsheets for me, you also now need to make our theme song.
Oh man, Pencil in My Eye, of course. You know, a great reference to some of the funniest shit.
What's fucking funny is we don't do a lot of these songs about an individual podcast. Like, More Dinosaurs kind of references a podcast, but it's more of just a thing we've said from that podcast all the time.
Right.
You know, oh my God, there's more dinosaurs in this movie. Pencil in My Eye was specifically a podcast. It is, that whole song is about that podcast.
Yeah.
And really the end where, like, by the end of it, you're ready to kill us all.
It was either I was going to blind myself or get off the podcast, one or the other.
Yeah, it's like not a lot of these. Like, if anyone's like, why would you keep making songs about your podcast? A lot of them aren't really, though. It's more like funny jokes, or or like a reference or something thematic.
Yeah,
that one was about a very specific podcast, as is the next one.
Oh yes, The chain of custody.
I will never forget that fucking podcast because, again, arguing about who has Cap's shield was one thing. Listen to Robert justify murder on that podcast was something else. And now it's forever enshrined in song.
Oh, yeah.
The plugs, though, I got to tell you about what happened after we did the plugs that pay me. The easiest song we've done on this by far. This was a one generate monkey, and we were done.
Yeah.
Like, it's perfect print.
Yep.
That show was 20 minutes.
But that's where we decided, okay, let's buffer it with a little bit of AI news.
Yeah. So Alexis was really afraid of, like, she didn't necessarily say anything to me, but we talked about it after. She was like, I really was afraid you guys were going to humiliate me.
Oh my!
And like, there's like nothing I can do about it. You're going to do it, and I can't stop you. But I was really afraid you were going to be really mean to me. And she was like, I listened to it, and I was able to laugh at myself.
Oh, that's good.
And now she refers to her plugs as the honeysuckle hustle.
Oh yes, the honeysuckle hustle.
So she was a good sport about it. My lasting memory of that show is how much you love Alexis, and you were like, I will not let you bully her. Like, you had to temper me, which is really funny. Because I've only seen you get mad at me like once or twice. So like you're usually just go with the flow, Jesse. You are fucking nice, Mike. And then that show, you're like, I will not let you hurt this woman. No. Like, Jesse, my goodness. Throwing out my plans, as it were. But no, like, that actually came off really well. Like, and I don't think it was particularly insulting to Alexis. I think it rightfully shames her in the way I wanted it to, but it doesn't cross a boundary of any kind.
Right. The next one, I misspoke earlier because I did get a comment on Bitey the Shark Prostitute. I can click on it right now. Well, it wasn't anything. A lot of people are. I follow a ton of people that follow me, so I'll follow back real easy. And a lot of times people will just, okay, what's your most recent track, and they'll listen to it, or they'll comment, without listening, which is very much what possibly happened here. But brother put in 3 fire emojis at 1:19.
So I don't know. One eventually we just gave up entirely on the podcast reference, and it just became its own story.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I was just like, okay, this is going, I can't remember. I think went into Remy, and I just said, hey, shark prostitute, blah, 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 2 or 3 things, go. And it's like, okay, yeah, sure. My name is Bitey, the shark prostitute. You want my time, you can do what you choose. And it's sung like, is it OTEP as the girl?
Play it real quick.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Here we go. That's wrong one. The lyrics are just so fucking crazy.
My name is Bitey. The shark prostitute. You want my time?
Yes.
One of the lyrics is, my name is Bitey, and I love to give it up.
Perfect.
Man.
Moving on.
Don't forget to give me the $100.
Of course, she'll like you.
Bitey's shark prostitute. Anyway, okay. So yeah, next up, and then finally, I think we.
What's funny about that is I now realize why I hadn't gone back to listen to the podcast, but in context, kind of with context clues, I remembered now because the villain on the list was Horfin, and I'm like, what is Horfin, a shark prostitute? And that's when the podcast like fucking went off the rails.
Yes. What is this? And then I went and found either you did or I did. One of us went and found a picture of a shark prostitute and sent it to the other one.
That was a very you thing for years. Was I would say something ridiculous and you'd find a picture of it.
Ronnie stops midstream. He just stops midstream. He's like,
what is this?
oh, you sent me a picture. Look at this. At that point, I think a lot of times it was Ronnie's reaction, his deadpan, like, oh, fuck. And then we would just roll off of that. So Shark Prostitute, referencing something that just was insane and silly.
Yep.
And then Hit It, Darren, of course, was, our tribute and our honor to LGBTQ. Rawr.
Rawr. That's how he fights.
This is how he fights. Good stuff. Anyway, and we'll have to. I look forward to listening to a little bit and covering this at some point on.
I have plans for fighting the Shark Prostitute.
Oh goodness!
Trust me.
Get Dorian to dress up.
fucking bustier.
Just
shark fucking mask.
I forgot that Mick and Dorian are not together anymore. So I guess we can't really plan on him just showing up in a shark costume.
We can have Mick do it and she'll put it on her OnlyFans.
Oh, well, all right then. All right, there it is. I'll get that added.
A year in the making. We finally got this done, and now we're going to take a few months break, and we'll come back in January with Volume 2.
Cannot wait.
Are you gonna miss doing this for a little while, Jesse? Or do you need?
I mean, I love sitting here just kind of figuring out some of the silly shit that we can make a song about, and I think some of the fun stuff is trying to nail down the sound that you want, and then when Suno hits the right thing, and you're just like we were listening to that one the one we picked, and there's a point when the chorus hit. And we both looked up oh shit, what's happening here? This sounds really good. I love moments like that Suno can give you. And sometimes it takes re-rolls, but sometimes it's just a matter of generate and boom, go with what you got and have a good time. That's, a lot of times that's what I'll do. I have 2 versions of a song called Cheese Sticks, same fucking lyrics. They sound different, but they're a lot of fun to listen to. So
going through this process with Fra Diablo, I'm always it's how close is to. Sometimes I'm surprised with what it is. Sometimes I'm this is exactly what I wanted. And sometimes I definitely wanted something else, and then what I got is so good. I'm I'll. That happened a couple times in this process. Pelennor Fields Forever is not what I wanted.
Right.
But it sounds beautiful. Here, play it real quick.
Yeah. And that is down here. No, there it is. Here we go.
Let me take you down, 'cause I'm gonna Pelennor Fields, where courage heals.
All right, you can stop it. Can I tell you? You asked me, do I listen to my own stuff? When you were sending these to me, after the show, you would send me the audio and the visual. Let me tell you how I listened to that one for hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that and Pencil in My Eye, I listened to while I was getting ready for work, on my way to work. I would just because I would put it on TikTok and it'll just auto repeat, and I would I would just listen to it the whole time.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm going to miss doing this for a while, but like I said, there's other stuff I want to get done. And, it's funny. The show evolved because we didn't talk about AI as much. It kind of I just didn't want to get right into making the song. So I would kibitz with you for a little bit, but you would always be hey, there's a new Suno update. And that kind of evolved into just a general discussion of artificial intelligence, which was worth it for me. I don't want to create a whole new show, and I don't want to do a Whiskey Rebellion on it. But I think when we initially did this, it was you were very inspired with Time to Eat, and and then I was okay, that gives me an idea. And then the show evolved from month to month to month to where it is now, where it's a really fully formed format that just kind of took shape as we did them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the original intention was to get this done and then be done with this, and kind of with the Road to WrestleMania or the history of heavyweight boxing. We've done our series. We're done with our series now. But this really is its own show, and it's not like we're ever gonna run out of stuff to make fun of. First of all, I go into group chat right now. I'll find 5 things to make a song about. Fucking aggravates the shit out of me.
Yep.
But like again, even if we just took like podcasts and here, are you going anywhere? Do you have a date?
It's 11 o'clock on a Friday night. I have nothing to do.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus content.
Oh, baby.
Bonus content.
It's another bonus show. Is that how the song goes? Bonus track.
I'm gonna go to Notebook LM.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one of these. I'm gonna take so I threw in the last couple of months of, or the first couple months of stuff I didn't do with TikTok for.
Okay.
And I put it into Notebook LM, right? So right now I have like months of stuff that I never cut the original podcast segment for, right?
Okay.
And I loaded them into Notebook LM because they're all going to become like face forward reading scripts. Okay.
Gotcha.
And I just have, and then so I'll eventually get through this backlog of shows that we did. I'm going to take a transcript. Okay. So what I do is I told you this before. I have a prompt that I saved and I put it into Notebook LM and I say, pull a bit from this podcast for purposes of creating a TikTok. And then then it pulls that segment, the verbiage, and it tells me why it's doing it. And then I throw it into ChatGPT. ChatGPT makes a 1-minute script out of it. I read the script, voila, lobster. We're going to do something a little bit different this time. I'm going to take the Love Hurts. Damn you, Hollywood.
Okay. All right.
I already have the transcript. So I'm going to go over to Google Docs because Fancy likes plain text. And it doesn't. It doesn't like large block copy paste. It likes to read documents, and its preferred flavor of document is a text file, plain text.
Plain text. She loves it.
She loves it. Love Hurts. Okay. Now I'm gonna give this to Fancy, and for a minute it's gonna be like, what is this faggotry? Oh, this is the name of a movie. Okay, I was worried about you there for a minute, Mark.
Yeah, what are you doing? I mean, come on. Why aren't
you were out to dinner with your girlfriend and your mother tonight? Are you in pain? Yes, but not for that reason. All right. So now I'm in ChatGPT and I've uploaded the document and I'm going to say read and summarize. Okay. And and that's how I know, because there's been times where I've like, make something out of this. See, it fucking didn't do it. Oh, see, this is why you still need humans. It's telling me about fucking Brave New World.
Brave New World?
Yeah, Captain America.
Like it's telling you that, is that in the script somewhere or something?
No, it's not.
What is she doing?
Yeah, hang on.
Ask her. Ask her, I say. I'm going to Pelennor Fields.
Okay. No.
Is she?
Wow, it's still fighting me.
But you understand, you want to talk about this thing, though, right? I'm going to move these over to our... shit. No, I need to take all this. What am I doing? I want to move all these over to our Radulich and Broadcasting. You son of a...
Why does it keep doing that?
Are you?
Did I fuck up?
I was going to say, are you sure? User sure.
Oh, okay. Shit. Okay, I fucked up. Yikes.
Oh, that's funny.
We're gonna delete this. Yikes. Okay.
That's funny.
So here's what just happened. And I didn't realize it was happening until just now. So the bit that it picked for Love Hurts was the money section, where we talked about Captain America Brave New World.
Oh, okay.
And I wasn't reading it closely enough, so I thought it was just doing the wrong thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
I have just hurt ChatGPT's feelings.
You better tell her sorry.
Oh, fuck off. All right.
You're the first one the robots have targeted.
I'm good. it can forgive me for one transgression. Pull the verbiage concerning just the movie review for Love Hurts. Verbatim. Okay.
Now.
All right. This is taking forever.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So now try this one more time. Now I think I've got the right verbiage.
Okay.
Let's throw this into here.
How do I have two songs that are the same length? That's pretty crazy.
All right. Love Hurts. All right. The point that I'm trying to get to is you can take a podcast, right? And I'm going to put it into ChatGPT. I'm going to say read and summarize. I am going somewhere with this.
He's going somewhere.
Read and hurt. No, read and summarize. Damn it. Read and summarize. Okay. It's finally doing what it's supposed to do, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and we're all doing what we're supposed to do.
We are all doing what we need to be doing.
Okay, great. Make a song out of our review. Call it Love Hurts. Use Love Bites.
Oh, I thought you was, that's good stuff. Use Love Bites as a template.
By Def Leppard as inspiration.
Yeah. Love Hurts.
Okay, here's a parody-style rock song called Love Hurts, inspired by Def Leppard's Love Bites, and structured using tone, themes, and lines from your review of Love Hurts. Oh, Jesse, are you ready?
Read me this.
Okay. He used to kill, now he's showing homes. Retired hitman with a broken phone. His brother's hunting, his past ain't dead. She walks in crazy in the head. Cue the punches, cue the flare. Stunt so slick, but nobody cares. Flickering lights in a soulless kiss. This rom-com's got nothing but fist. Love hurts when the scripts don't land. Love burns when the plot's unmanned. Love fails like a bad first draft. It's a stylized fight with a hollow laugh. Love hurts. Yeah, it hurts bad.
All right.
All right. Send you these lyrics.
Do that. I'm going to go overhead and head to the create here. We need a style.
I mean, fucking the style is Def Leppard.
Okay. All right. That's not going to do anything. Let me see what we got here.
By the way, bonus track. This is a bonus
love.
track.
Okay. I like it.
This
80s love ballad.
Bonus track.
80s hard rock.
80s hair metal. 80s hair metal, British rock.
British rock love ballad.
Love ballad. Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to magic
this.
I'm going to magic
this is a bonus track called Love Hurts.
Here we go.
But do you see where I'm going with this? We'll never run out of shit because even if we can't remember a gag or a bit, I can just take a podcast and we'll make a song out of it.
Yep.
I can do this forever. I could go back to Wolverine week.
Please do.
We could do a death metal song, Jesse. We can do this. I'm starting to sound like my girlfriend. We can do this. We can do this together. We can do a death metal song out of Old Man Logan.
We can do it. All right, here it comes. I should have titled it something, but that's all right.
Yeah.
He used to kill. Now he's showing homes. Here's a. I love how it's a phone. Okay. All right.
Showing homes, retired hitman with a broken phone. His brother's hunting, his past ain't dead. Then she walks in, crazy in the head. Cue the punches, cue the flare. Stunt so slick, but nobody cares. Flickering lights and a soulless kiss. This rom-com It's kind of sad. Ariana's lost, no sparks ignite. They're colder than a steel chain fight. Nobody's real, they're just in pose. ADR lines and goofy prose. Marshawn Lynch reads lines like drills. But hey, we've seen athletes act worse still. He said it all with the action high, but no one taught them how to cry. Like nobody but dumb way down. It's SNL in a discount town. And the editing,
Man, the editing's
a crime. The editing's a crime.
That's funny.
Love hurts when the chemistry's dead. Love burns like a film misread. Love fights when the leads don't click. It's a fight scene real with a rom-com stick. Love hurts. Yeah, this ain't it. You wanna call it cinema? You wanna call it love? This ain't even a Valentine. It's just a knife in a velvet Love hurts. It's a cactus and love burns. Got no sugar, no spice. Love flows. It can't pay the bills. 18 mil just for kung fu thrills. Love hurts. Yeah, but not in a good way.
All right. So as we close it out here with this, as the song's closing out.
That's amazing.
So
What's the
I
other one?
never listened to the review. And now I know exactly what
Right?
was problem.
Save yourself 2 fucking hours.
That's great. All right, here we go. Let's listen to this next one here. See what we got. That was really good, by the way.
That was
I mean,
another the plugs that pay me.
It nailed like the feel of what
Yeah.
it should have felt like.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good stuff. All right, here we go.
He used to kill, now he's showing homes. Retired hitman with a broken phone. His brother's hunting, his past ain't dead. Then she walks in, crazy in the head. Cue the punches, cue the flare. Stunt so slick, but nobody cares. Flickering lights and a soulless kiss. This rom-com's got nothing but fists. Love hurts when the script don't land. Love burns when the plot's unmanned. Love fails like a bad first draft. It's a stylized fight with a hollow laugh. Love hurts. Yeah, it hurts bad. Huey Kwan gave all he had, surrounded by cardboard. It's kinda sad. Ariana's lost, no sparks ignite. They're colder than a steel chain fight. Nobody's real, they're just imposed. ADR lines and goofy prose. Marshawn Lynch reads lines like drills. But hey, we've seen athletes act worse still. 87 north with the action high. How to cry like nobody but dumb way down. It's SLL in a discount town. And the editing, man, the editing's a crime. Love hurts when the chemistry's dead. Love burns like a film misread. Love fails when the leads don't click. It's a fight scene real with a rom-com stick. Love hurts. Yeah, I'm just saying it. You wanna call it cinema? You wanna call it love? This ain't even a Valentine. It's just a knife in a velvet glove. Love hurts. It's a cactus and ice. Love burns. Got no sugar, no spice. Love flops. It can't pay the bills. 18 mil just for kung fu thrills. Love hurts. Yeah. Not in a good way.
Oh, nice fade too. I don't know, like, whoa, you might have a more discerning ear than I do. I don't know, but dude, this shit is getting like to where it's just, I don't understand how you can listen to it and distinguish it from something that you hear on the radio. I really don't. I mean, there's sometimes you can pick out some. I used to be able to do it with version 4 easily. Mm-hmm. I could listen to version 4 Suno and be like, oh, there's the shimmer. And when they hit 4.5, I was like, okay, things are getting really like there's no valley there anymore that separates from what I'm hearing versus, and then 4.5 plus drops and the vocals are just completely out of sight. I don't know, man. If all this is going to do is get better, and I'm just absolutely gobsmacked at some of the shit that it puts out and just how amazing it sounds. Which one are you landing on, first or second?
Oh gosh, they're so close.
Both of them are decent.
I think the first one gets a little bit closer to Def Leppard than the second one. Okay. The second one has maybe a slightly fuller, rich sound, but the first one really more reminded me of Love Bites.
All right.
Let me hear it one more time, just at least a little bit of it.
Sure.
He used to kill, now he's showing homes. Retired hitman with a broken phone. His brother's hun, his past ain't dead. Then she walks in, crazy in the head. Cue the punches, cue the flare. Stunts so slick, but nobody cares. Flickering lights and a soulless kiss. This rom-com's got nothing.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, all right.
So
it's perfect. So you got it. So it's got to be, the title has to be "Love Hurts" (parentheses bonus track).
Bonus track. All right. Yeah. My favorite part is how ChatGPT did like just straight up discarded rhyme structure and went like, and the editing, man, the editing's a crime. Like right here, that was damn hilarious. There was one part I wanted to ask about. Well, maybe not.
Mm-hmm. But do you see what I'm saying? How like when we come back in January, it's literally going to be like I want to make a song out of our podcast from Too Old to Die Young.
Right.
Right. I'll just throw it in and like, here, sum this up for me. Okay, now make a song out of it. And I don't even know. Gosh, because I kind of want to do that when we come back. I might have to write that down. We're coming back, Volume 2. Radulich Broadcasting Network, the album, the podcasts.
Oh yeah.
Just I love the idea of like because again, it's hard to sometimes remember all the gags. But I love the idea of doing what we did with like Pencil in My Eye and and this one where it's like it's so easy. and this is so much fun.
One of the earlier, like when I first heard of Suno, I remember seeing an ad.
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple things that I remember seeing in the ad that have really actually come true for me in the initial launch of this. One of which was like, you feel a vibe, create it and listen. Now, granted, at the beginning, it was rough around the edges. You still kind of could listen and enjoy something that you were looking for. Yeah, I want to listen to synthwave. Okay, here's a synthwave track. Now it's getting to the point where that is true. Like if I feel, if I'm feeling something like, or if I'm like, okay, something hits my head. Okay, Suno, just make something up. I'm going more towards like instrumentals a lot lately. And because I've got a album that's going to be straight for just playing when I read comics, because there's no lyrics, but there's a vibe, but like superhero vibe to a lot of those songs. And that is what Suno was initially created for. The other thing that kind of ties in with what you're saying, they talked about how they were giving Suno subscriptions to schools because the easiest way to learn something is to fucking write a song about it. And that stuff you listen to that song over and over, you're going to learn something.
Melissa, who is a teacher, actually talked about how like making like mnemonics, like rhyming mnemonics or songs out of things has got kids to memorize.
Yeah, they learn the actual thing that you're trying to teach.
Right.
So that's I've seen that here lately because it's fun. You get, and it's also, like I said, it's a reminder of what you experienced. Your brain kind of goes back to what you were doing when that song was created or you listened to it. So anyway, oh man, that's good stuff. Love Hurts. You're gonna have to give me some artwork when you get a chance for that one.
Oh, hang on.
Uh-oh.
I need a thumbnail for the song. Be creative.
Was there a chain fight in the movie? I haven't seen the movie yet. I've been wanting to watch it. Oh gosh,
it's worth watching with your family. It's really like inoffensive. But I don't fucking remember.
Who's Ariana? Is that the actress?
Oh, Ariana DeBose.
Okay.
And yes, there is a chain fight. Now that you mention
it. Surrounded by cardboard, it's kind of sad.
What's funny is it's like, oh, I don't need to hear the review now. I just heard the song. I'm now remembering all the shit that Robert said. Yeah, we really fucking tore Love Hurts apart. I remember that. I wasn't able to generate the thumbnail because the request violated our content policy.
Oh, you go violating fancy again. You like to do it. I knew it.
Make a creative thumbnail just using the words Love Hurts. Show me defiled Asians. Do things to Baby Metal.
Oh, violations.
Violation. All right. Well, I can send you the R later. All right. While we're doing this, so that is our show. We got bonus content. we went over 2 hours yet again. I'm glad my girlfriend went home. I don't have to rush. So this is it for a while, but it's not it for me and Jesse. No, sir. We'll be back on Sunday night. We're going to be looking at Bad Boys, the Basketball Diaries, give me some money, and Over the Edge from 1979. So that'll be fun. That came out of a tangent that me and him went on, mostly me. Where I was trying to find this movie, and to this day I've not been able to find it. My girlfriend thinks I imagined it, but I'm telling you, it's real. It's real to me. It's still real to me.
It's real. It's real.
Monday we're reviewing Fantastic Four. Alexis is reviewing K-pop Demons on Tuesday.
Oh goodness.
I am supposed to review. I will be mostly talking about Hulk Hogan, but the Dearly Departed. But we will find some time to talk about Scenic City Invitational. Thursday, Long Road to Ruin. Myself and Sean Comer will be doing the Naked Gun trilogy, and that is that. This past week, we had fun. This past week, last Sunday, Jesse and I reviewed Black Mirror. That was a good show. Jesse,
Yeah.
so I went back and I went through all the Black Mirror stuff, and I now have seven Black Mirror TikToks.
Really? All right then.
Yep, and I will be releasing them like I did with the bear. I will be releasing them as a series starting Sunday, I think.
Very cool.
Yes, sir. So yeah, and then Robert and I reviewed I Know What You Did Last Summer. Wednesday.
Oh, that thing needs to make more money.
Yeah. We reviewed The Bear season 4, and I talked about how much I hate Gen Z. And then on last night, myself and Sean Comer reviewed the Oceans trilogy. So that's what's going on there. Jesse, go ahead. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Fancy for a minute because she and I need to have a talk. Go ahead and do
Okay. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, go back into the source material comics archives. Should be able to find that on any podcatcher and YouTube. This past week, myself and Mark Radulich talked about I think we finished out our discussion on the Joker book. So we talked about Joker War, the Joker War saga. That was I think that was the more serious one, where the Joker versus Batman. Boy, they messed up Batman. Batman, of course, once again hallucinating and doing all sorts of stuff. Harley Quinn shows up. There's the Bat family. It's all sorts of craziness. Go check that out. And then I'll plug the upcoming episode of Unspoken Issues, where myself and Dean and Derry and Matthew Price got together and talked about our top 5 1991 Marvel Universe cards. So this was series 2, and we all went through every single card and picked out our top 5, and it was a lot of fun. We had a great discussion. So if you want a nice little throwback to 1991 and you remember picking those cards up at the 7-Eleven like I do, we have a fun discussion on them. And I will be, let's see, I'll be making an appearance. Well, the Snap Material podcast, that'll be coming up next month, but watch for that. Me and Evan Bevins get together and talk Marvel Snap about once a month, 4 or 5 episodes a piece. And so that's it. I think that's all I have.
I have the art finally.
Oh, good. Did she finally give in?
It took 3 fucking tries.
What was her problem?
Like the first one, it violated imagery. It violated copyright, rather. I'm like, okay, well, don't do that.
I
was like, who asked you to do that, Fancy? Why? Why would
don't
you
do
these
it?
Things?
Right.
I just sent it to you in Messenger.
All right.
And so then the next, so Fancy is a petulant child. So it tries to generate something. It's like, well, I violated copyright. I'm like, so I can't do it. Okay, fucking don't violate copyright. Then who asked you to do that? You crazy person.
Right.
Don't violate copyright. Just make me something. Fine, dick. And then next thing it does, monotone color, words. That's it. Nothing. There's no imagery.
Oh, wow.
It literally cops an attitude with me. It is passive aggressive.
Oh, wow.
And then I have to be like, fucking too far to one side. This way you've got piss Christ. This way you've got nothing. You have newspaper. Maybe something in the middle, you bag of dicks.
Yeah, can we just yeah.
So I had to tell it to be more creative, and I think, do you have Facebook open?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see the image?
Oh yeah, it's that's pretty. I can't. Well, I mean, it looks great actually. I mean, I think that's perfect. Good. Yeah.
Yeah. It's exactly. Well, I had to tell it to do that. I was just like, please use candy hearts. And
just use candy hearts. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, this isn't complicated. I don't know why, but this goes rounding all the way back to the beginning of the podcast. This is why you still need humans.
Yeah.
Because when left to the machine's devices, it doesn't really get the nuance of the human experience.
That's true. That is true.
All right. Are we done?
I'm done. I think I got my plugs out. We're ready to rock. Wait, who's winning bingo? Wait, Ronnie Adams chiming in here. Go to bed, Ronnie. It's 11:30 for crying out loud.
Go back on TikTok Live, Ronnie. All right, folks, we're Roddy Adams of the Screaming Boy Podcast. He's the engineer. I'm the rapper. Be well, be safe, and behave.